Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Halting Talks. You're joined today by myself, Scott, Jamie, and Aaron. Boys, you're on.
Yeah, you.
Good, mate. How are you?
Very good. It's a special anniversary edition because it's 1 year since our first ever recording. So,
Fucking
Happy
right.
birthday.
happy birthday to us.
Happy birthday.
It's also my eldest birthday today, 12 years old. So, happy birthday, Maisie.
Well, I
is
did
that
message and I never
got
got. I never got a response back.
Oh, it's because our phone's here.
Oh, happy birthday,
I
mate.
never knew it was Maisie's birthday.
Maisie's birthday, yeah. 12 years
Happy
old today.
birthday, Maisie.
And if Chelsea's dad's watching, happy birthday, Dave.
Oh, is it? Oh, my God.
Birthday, Dave.
Happy
Yeah,
birthday, Dave.
we'll have to send it to him. Anyway, we are looking back at the Newcastle game in the FA Cup at the weekend and then looking forward to the Leeds game on Saturday back in the Premier League. We'll just touch on Newcastle. Jay, I'll come to you first. It's always going to be a difficult task when Bezos got sent off. What did you make of the red card? Stupidity, or did he have to make the tackle?
Stupidity. I mean, he bloody scissor kicked someone on the halfway line. And he's our goalkeeper. Similar to the Martinez one at Old Trafford, really, wasn't it? I think it's just... Yeah, because even the touch, I think he goes quite wide with the touch, and it's the same with the Hoyland one at Old Trafford as well. And I just, yeah, stupid. I think from Bezo.
Yeah, Harry, Azzy. What did you
Oh,
think?
Harry, you're right, Harry.
Oh, it was going to be Aaron and then Azzy, and it come out as Harry.
Go on, Harry, say your piece.
Yeah, same as Jay. I think we got a better chance of winning the game at 1-0 and having 11 men on the pitch, haven't we?
We're in complete control, I thought.
But I think Bailey's got to take some responsibility for slipping over when kicking. I think the team's got to take responsibility. Why are we doing that sort of corner with 30 seconds to go before half time? Just keep it going at 1-0, happy days at the end of the day. It was Emery. I thought he was quite. When we went down to 10, as we've seen quite a few times at Villa Park, teams just sit 9 men behind the ball. But Emery seemed to have a. He sort of went free in the middle, didn't he? And kept their wing backs unmarked, which I didn't really understand. I probably would have gone to like a 4-4-1 rather than the way he did. But yeah, what is Bezo doing? He got given a red card for Dogzo, but I don't see how it's Dogzo. I thought he should have been red carded for the actual tackle.
What's Dogzo?
Stopping a goal scoring opportunity. That's what they call it.
Oh, okay.
Denial of a goal scoring opportunity.
Oh, okay.
Real quick, sorry, Scott. Is
Go
that Azzy? You were right what you were saying about the 4-4-1, and he went to more of like a 4-3-2, didn't he? Like I said, he kept three in the middle. But do you remember in the playoff winning run we done Rotherham away, and Dino went to
brought
and
Codger on, didn't he, at half time?
he put Codger and Tammy up front, and we had a midfield three, I think, of Hurahan,
It's a bit
Guinea,
different, though, isn't it? Rotherham and
Jack.
Newcastle.
Oh no, I know, but he explained in that bit he done on the was it Claret and Blue over Christmas? He basically explained his reason why he went 4-3-2, and he said that when you're down to 10, he said that he could only leave three in the middle to also cover the width because he had John McGinn in the middle because he knew that he could cover two guys' amount of running. But if you look in the middle, Onana's made of glass, so's Barkley, and Louise ain't fully fit. So who's really going to get about the pitch and cover distance out of those three? I don't really think any of them are traditional box-to-box midfielders. So it's with one out-and-out DM and two kind of ball players, it's always going to be hard, not having that kind of box-to-box player in the middle, especially when you've got so much space out wide. When you said it then about being a 4-4-1, that's what I would have done personally. But then when I saw him go to a 4-3-2, it reminded me of that Rotherham game. But it doesn't. It only works when you have legs in the middle, which we didn't.
I would have brought on Martinez for Barkley, and then at half time brought Buendia on for Bailey to play right midfield. Just as obviously he offers us more legs than Bailey defensively.
I personally would have also put, when we left them Hall and Trippier out wide, I was saying that I would have got Mings on instead of Torres just because of the balls coming into the box. But that was just me personally. Not that Torres done anything bad. I just thought because if you our best two box defenders were Lindelof and Mings, and Newcastle likes to put balls in the box, and we're giving them out a lot of space out wide. So especially with Voltemade, obviously we saw us in James's Park when he came on. Mings came straight on after, so I thought he might have done that, but obviously he didn't. But yeah, it's quite a strange way he kind of dealt with us going down to 10.
Yeah, up until that point, I thought I put down here Tammy's performance because I thought Tammy showed what he can bring forward in terms of hold up play. Little layoffs were in the main very good. He took his goal well, albeit offside, but good finish, well at free kick. What did you make of Tammy's performance?
Yeah, no. Overall, I thought he looked really good. I understood why he brought Watkins on for him, playing against. Obviously, we had 10 men just for more of the runs in behind, but you can see by his hold up play, these layoffs. He had about 3 or 4 in the first half, probably first time layoffs, if you know what I mean. Rather than taking a touch, it was first time, which always helps when you're trying to counter attack as well. Took his goal really well because there wasn't not a lot of room there to bring that ball down and dink it over the keeper like he did. But overall play, I would probably go as far as starting him on Saturday over Ollie.
Jay, what did you make of his performance? First half.
Very good. Like you guys alluded to, good touches. I said to the old man, I felt like he had done more in one half than Ollie had done in the previous few games. Again, I think obviously Ollie ain't fully fit. When Ollie's fully fit and firing, there's not many better in the league. But so far, Tammy's come in, got the goal on the weekend, and looked very sharp. So I wouldn't be against him starting on Saturday. But obviously, just see what happens. Obviously, Unai likes putting that faith in Watkins, it seems, so far. So
wait and see.
Yeah.
I've got a couple of. We had one question in from Andy who said, "Do we think Luca Dean is on the decline?" He was obviously a few talking points from his performance at the weekend. Probably should have been sent off for the tackle of Murphy. The handball, I know he's turned his back, but it was obviously a penalty. Didn't cover himself in glory the other week against Ryan for Bournemouth. Do we think he's slowly on the decline, Jay?
Very slowly, yeah, but I feel like it's also like you said, the Ryan one is obviously kind of come into the game on the weekend as well. Very two bad points in the sense of the Murphy tackle was awful, should have been gone, and the Ryan bit of defending was against Bournemouth was absolutely atrocious.
Yeah.
If you strip that away, like if you look at St James's Park, for example, when Watkins scored that that header, if you look at, obviously we have Dougie now, but probably Dougie, we didn't have him then, sorry, but probably now you probably have Dougie, Luca Dean. There's not many players that could put a good ball in the box like that, and I still like, if he goes, then I wouldn't be too disheartened, but I don't. Very, very slowly on the decline, but I wouldn't say it's as bad as what people are making out, again, because the whole Rayan thing is fresh and the Murphy tackle's fresh. If you look at the season as a whole, I think he's been okay.
Yeah.
Do you know? Also, he hasn't played a lot of football recently. Matson's played a lot of games.
Yeah.
So that's another. I know it's still top professional football, but when you go out of the team for like 5 or 6 games, sometimes it is hard. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, but he is getting on. What's he now? 32, 33?
He ain't for. I don't think. I don't think he's as old as 33. We signed him when he was 27 or 28, and he's
So
been here what
31
4
then.
years? Yeah,
Yeah, so
31, 30.
31.
Yeah, he's still a French international. I think France put a video up of his free kick at the San Siro. I think it'll start the season. I think, and he's still getting game time for France. He usually plays one of the games. They usually play either Teo Hernandez or him. They just seem to chop and change. But obviously, for me personally, I prefer Maatsen. I'm assuming you two, a lot of Villa fans do as well.
Mm-hmm.
But you look at Maatsen, he can't even get in the Dutch squad at all, and then you got Luka Dean competing for the starting space for France. So it's like, if you look at it like that, on paper, Luka Dean is miles ahead, even though we don't think of it that way. But I still think there's an area where Luka Dean can help us. It's just there's a lot of negativity around him at this moment in time for his last two Villa appearances.
I'll throw one other name out before we move on to Leeds. Is Lamar Bogard just starting to feel the pace of playing a lot of games? What would be his first full season at playing high level football and getting a lot of games this season? Because that third goal against Newcastle was just a shocking pass, really, inside. You don't play it inside like that. Do you think it's just starting to catch up with him because he's played a lot of games this season? Adi, what's your thoughts on that?
It could be he's played a lot of games. When he first came in this season, obviously making appearances off the bench, I was actually quite impressed with him. And he is very, very versatile for the way that Emery plays. He can play in 3 different positions, if you know what I mean. He played a hold in the right back, or he could play centre mid and potentially do a job at centre back if he wanted to. But yeah, he's played a lot of minutes for a young age. That third goal, I think the ball should have been cleared way before then. Anyway, I think he was put in a bit of trouble from the park. I can't remember who passed it back to him. But I think the person who passed it back to him should have cleared it before, instead of passed it back to Bogart personally. But yeah, last couple of games he just seems to be a bit slower on the ball. Passing hasn't been up to where we would like it. So, but at the moment with injuries, he's doing a job for us, isn't
he? Yeah, it's a tough one. I don't know. I just thought he was obviously getting a bit of stick. But is it because he played a lot of games and it's just maybe a mental fatigue as well? Because he's switching between right back and centre midfield and right back and centre midfield. Like, it is tough after a while.
I thought Dougie was poor weekend. I thought he was poor.
Yeah,
I don't know what you two thought.
he
He
needs to
just
speed it
he's
up.
he's so slow on the ball. It's
Yeah,
like
that yellow
so
card.
slow.
That yellow card he got at the start sums it up, doesn't it? But he done a few of them against Brighton as well. I feel like I say, he's trying to do too much. He's trying
Yeah,
to.
that's what I think it is.
I think your old man said it. He seems to take like 6 or 7 touches, then play the ball. Which we all know how good of a player he is on the ball. But when Tielemans gets it, he gets it and gives it straight away. Obviously, I know there's levels to it. I'm not trying to say Dougie's as good as Dougie is as good as Tielemans, but he's got to get that bit of getting it, turn on the half turn, bang, threading the pass through to Rodgers straight away. Because there is times when he gets it, and Tammy will show on the game against Newcastle, and then he'll just kind of then come with it, and then turn back out, and it's just like, he needs to punch more balls in there. Again, he is rusty, so I'm not going to fully judge him, and he's again had to come in and play a lot of minutes for someone that hasn't played a lot of minutes in the past 18 months. He's had to come in and do that. So hopefully, as he works this rustiness off, we start seeing the Dougie that was there for the first 2 games, where he's probably arguably, like, especially the was it the Brentford game? He was probably one of the best players on the pitch, and he just needs to get it and give it a bit more, a bit quicker.
Yeah, he's definitely feeling it, being rusty. You can tell.
Mm-hmm.
He's not really played all season or last season too much football, has he? So hopefully that will come with time. We'll move on to Leeds at the weekend. They are currently sat 15th, 30 points. We are still third, 50 points, 5-point gap now to United, 6-point gap to Chelsea, 8-point gap to Liverpool, who make up the top 6. Last 5 for Leeds: 1-2, drawn 2, lost 1. Couple of points above Forest in the 17th point ahead of Spurs, who are on 29 points. They obviously had a good comeback against Chelsea in the last Premier League game. What are we expecting from Leeds? They've had quite a good season, to be fair to them, in terms of probably their expectation. What are we expecting from Leeds? Azzy, I'll come to you first.
Obviously, they're a very, very physical team, aren't they? So I think we need to match them physically. Otherwise, we could be a little bit bullied with the lack of players that we got at the moment. I'm expecting a difficult game. Also, I think it's a game we need to score first in. I think if they score first, they could sit back a little bit and obviously not get too comfortable. I think, is it 3 times now, not the last 2 months, they've come back from 2 goals? Chelsea, Man City, and I think it was someone else as well, from losing 2-0 at half time. So it shows their character when they're behind, a bit like ours really, when we've been behind this season. Expecting a really, really hard game. One that I feel we need to win.
Yeah, they've got good energy about them, Leeds. I think playing 5 at the back the last few games with Bogle and I think Goodmanson's been playing as the other wing back.
Yeah.
If we go back to the game at Ellen Road, they were very physical from the off, especially Bogle. I mean, he put in a couple of real strong tackles. Calvert-Lewin has missed the last couple, I think, but Lemaitra's scored a penalty against Chelsea.
He was on the bench against Birmingham. He came on, didn't he?
Jay, what are you expecting from Leeds?
Yeah, it's going to be tough. Like as you said, I think first goal is crucial. I think it's going to be in all the games until Tielemans is back because, again, he's the only one that kind of gets us ticking in the middle. So first goal's big. The left back, Goodmanson, I think he's really good. Whether it's Nemecha or Calvert-Lewin up front, they always seem to kind of feed off them, similar to what we were doing with Tammy punching it in and kind of doing those layoffs. They do with them as well. So obviously they go direct at times as well. So I feel like, for me personally, having an Esri and Mings partnership would be best for that, just because you have, if they're trying to punch in and get on the turn, you have Esri there, who's the best 1v1 defender, well, centre half probably in the league, or definitely up there. And then you've got Mings, who's by far our best aerial defender. So I feel like them two at the back could be really good for us on the weekend. Obviously, I think is Aronson in the 10. I don't know if any of you remember when he signed for him, and then when they got relegated, went to Union Berlin on loan when they were in the Champions League for that season. And then he got a lot of stick off the fans, and he's kind of come back and has to try to kind of work his way back in. And
he's been one of their better players this season.
Yeah, and he has. And Leeds is, I think it was Dion Dublin said years ago that all Villa fans want is for you to basically try. If you show that you don't care, then they're basically done with you. And that was the vibe that Leeds had with him. But he's basically slowly earning their trust back. And like you said, he's been one of their better players this season. So again, if you can shut off that line to probably Nemecha or Calvert-Lewin, and also probably set Onana or whoever on Harrison, that'll be a key for us to getting a positive result.
I know you two don't like it, but I would be tempted to play Konza right back and Lindelof centre back, or the other way around. Instead of Bogard there, instead of Cash. No? Not even Lindelof at right back.
I wouldn't be averse to Lindelof playing right back, but never Konsa. No, not for me. Maybe
I
Garcia.
wouldn't.
He was back on the bench, wasn't he?
No, Garcia, no.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not. Do you know what, Azzy? I'm not totally against it, because thinking of it, you got the Fred Goodmanson down the left, and I don't know what game was it that I was watching last week. The last game, Ellen Road, I watched, and he absolutely tore I can't remember who it was, but their right back, a new one. He beat
Forrest.
him. Was it Forrest? Yeah, he kept. It was Williams, and he kept getting past. No, was it Williams? It wasn't Williams. Who was it? Whoever
I
played right back. Whoever played right back for him, he
Aina.
got.
Ola Aina.
Yeah, he got the beating of him, and then they tried doubling up on him, and then he also got the beating of their winger as well. So I'm trying to think how Conte would work there, because you would need to double up. He'd be fine there, and then obviously Lindelof. If for again hypothetically speaking, if they did this, you'd have Lindelof and Ty, both our two best and probably strongest centre halves, both in the air and on the deck in the sense physically. So I'm thinking it wouldn't necessarily be a bad idea if you're going to come up against the Metro or Calvert-Lewin, who are physical and they're going to go direct into their feet and in the air. You might have just sussed it out, as you know. You might have just come up with a good plan. I don't know if it would be the first thing I'd go for.
Lindelof has not put a foot wrong for us, and so far I would say he's been our signing of the season.
I was saying to the old man, right, Lindelof. I think he's one of my favourite players because he is absolutely superb. I think it was the first. Was it the Bologna game? He started right back and he did like he was okay, but he didn't set the world alight. Then when he went central, when it was Jimenez, he was better than Konsa in those games. I'm not saying he's not near Ezri's level overall, but in those games he was superb and he never put a foot wrong. And Unai was saying that he set the level now. And obviously since Ty and Powell have come back from fitness and come into the side, he hasn't really had a sniff apart from Europe and FA Cup. So for me personally, I like Lindelof, so I wouldn't be too. I'd like him to play on Saturday. Whether that means Ezri coming to the right, obviously Ezri starts no matter what. Whether it means Lindelof on left and Ezri on the right, and you're still playing Bogard at right back, I don't know. But I think he's superb. And again, on the Saturday against Newcastle, I thought he had a decent game again with all the conditions that we had up against us in the second half.
Starting lineups announced at 1:45. Lindelof sub.
Yeah, it will be. Yeah.
We had a question in regards to team news from Rob on TikTok. Who do we want to see as the front four? He has said he would like us to go for it and have Leon, Morgan, Sancho, and Tammy. What do we think about that?
I'd be tempted to go Roger, Sancho, Ollie, and Tammy.
I actually thought Sancho looked quite lively again when he come on. Jay, your thoughts on that front four? Would be an option?
Yeah, I don't think he'll start Bailey. Just again, the lack of football coming back from he got injured at the start of the season, but he hasn't really built any fitness up. I don't see him starting back-to-back games. I reckon he'll still play Buendia just because again he knows the system. I reckon again it would just be Rodgers, Buendia, Sancho behind either Tammy or Ollie. If it were me, I'd probably go Tammy, but I reckon Unai would probably go for Watkins.
What would your front four be, Scott?
For your Baston?
I quite like the front four that Rob said. I'm not sure that it will be the front four. I think Sancho will start on the right. I think Morgan will start probably as a 10, and it'll probably be Buen as off the left. I wouldn't pick it, but I think that's how it'll go. We're kind of short of options, aren't we? So unless he throws a curveball in and just starts Alisson or something like that, but.
Can I ask you two something, right? Just yes or no. Would you take Sancho on a free in the summer?
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, I would now. Yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
Lower his wages to maybe £100,000 a week or something like that, but yeah.
Yeah, obviously when he signed that deal at United, I think at the minute he's on 200, but when you're in the when United are in the Champions League, it goes up to like 350 or something like that. But that's at the time when he signed that was the Dortmund Sancho that was arguably one of the best wingers in the world. So you could see why he was put on that wage. But if he could come down to, I don't think he'll come down as low as 100, but if he could find some middle ground, maybe like a 130 or whatever it may be, I think Unai would.
At the end of the day, if he's enjoying his football and Villa make an offer for him, it'd be foolish to turn it down because he doesn't know how much game time he's going to get elsewhere. He's been at Villa now for like the season. He knows Villa. He knows the way that Emery plays. So I think if Villa do offer him a contract, say even if it's 110, 120, I think he'd be foolish to turn it down. And it would just mean to me that he's after money rather than wanting to play football.
I think as well with Sancho, he's a player that when he's on it can win you games. Similar again, he's not at Rodgers' level, but similar to what Rodgers has done. West Ham away, United at home, just to name a couple, where he just drags you there. So I feel like Sancho
He's
in
definitely
time could be that player.
He's definitely got better as the season's gone on.
Because he's got more. He's playing consistently. That's why.
Yeah, and it's also helping more. I feel like Morgan is our golden boy, right? So you got to help him out, and having someone that could also drive the ball, carry the ball, and create space for other people, 1-2 touches, it's essential. So similar to how we had that year we got top four where we had Bailey kind of sharing the load with Watkins to an extent. It was heavily on Watkins still, but having Leon out there as well. If we have Morgan creatively wise, especially if Tielemans out, if you have Morgan doing a lot of work, but you have Sancho helping here and there, you have Buendia chipping in with a couple of goals, it's all you can really ask for.
Yeah, that's I think I'll wait and see. Obviously, what happens as the rest of the season goes on, and how he does from now until the end of the season, really.
Yeah.
Right, that'll do for Leeds. Let us know in the comments what you are going for prediction wise. I will have a prediction off both of you quick.
Tough game. 2-1 Villa.
Oh fuck! I'll go 3-1. No, we ain't scoring 3 goals. I'll go 1-0.
Right, that'll do. We are vlogging.
Whoa, Scotty, what's your prediction?
3-0 Villa.
Ooh. How are we going to conjure up 3 goals?
Don't know. We ain't scored a few in a while, so why not?
Pascal Strout, hat-trick on goals.
We are doing a vlog again, so keep an eye out for that and put your score predictions in the comments. I will hand over to Aaron as we resume our Scott versus Jay quiz. Dun, dun, dun.
Right, scores at the moment: Scott 45, Jamie 37. But this week there will be plenty of points on offer, Jamie, to try and claw it back.
Right.
So basically, 43 teams have been relegated from the Premier League since obviously it started. I want you to write 7 of them teams down. But for example, Villa, as you know, have been relegated once. So say you put Villa down, but the other person doesn't write Villa, you would get the 1 point because they've been relegated one time. So you can't, if you both write the same team, you don't get them points. So you got to also trying to think what other players are going to write down, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I understand.
See what I'm saying, Scott? You look a bit puzzled there, mate.
Just writing down what I'm trying to.
So if you put Villa and Jamie didn't, you would get, because Villa have been relegated once, you would get 1 point for that team.
So we
obviously,
you
want the most points, but obviously you don't want Jamie to write that team down as well.
All right.
So no cheating when it comes to if you've got it, what the other person says.
So just write down your
7 teams. The most that someone's been relegated from the Premier League is 6 times.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like I said,
plenty of points on offer if you get all 7, and they're high-scoring teams.
Yeah, that's it. You want to, yeah.
Something a bit different this week. Get your mind thinking, get your brain thinking. Scott's wheeling away with it. Jamie needs to claw something back here. Scott could just go for 7 easy teams and take the 7 points. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Can you believe 43 teams have been relegated? Obviously, since the Premier League started in 1992. Whilst you're writing the 7 teams down, I'll go to you, Scott. As you don't look at the camera, Scott, I'll show Jamie. Scott, 1 or 2. You looked at the camera, Jamie. You can go first when you do it. Scott, don't look at the camera. You got your 7 down?
I'm on 5 at the minute. I'm just trying to tap into
We can-
Scotty's mind.
So am I. I'm on 5.
We can keep it at 5 if you want, just to keep it.
Now
I'm happy. I'm happy to stick to 5. Am I? I'm happy to stick to 5 if Scotty
I'm
is.
on 6 now.
Never mind.
I'm now on 7.
Remember, this is a live podcast. It goes out as we're not live, but
Yeah.
the time is ticking.
Um.
Scott's got his 7. Jamie,
I'll speed mine up. Sorry.
thank you.
Got them.
Home if you're watching, get your 7 down.
So you only score points if the other person hasn't got it down.
Who's down first?
Because you looked at the camera, Jamie's going to go first. Take it in
All
turns.
right.
Jamie will say 1, then you will say 1, Scott. Obviously, if Jamie's got it and you've written that team down, be honest.
Yeah.
Jamie,
Yeah.
first team.
Okay, I've got Southampton.
No,
Scott, you not got them, Scott.
no.
Jamie, they've been relegated 3 times. That's 3 points to you. Scott,
I've
first team.
got Derby.
Derby
No.
County have been relegated twice, and Jamie's not got them down. So it's got 2 points. Jamie, over to you.
I've got Reading.
Reading.
This is one I thought Scotty would have.
No,
Scott, you got Reading.
no.
So they've been relegated twice, Jay. So that's another 2 points. Takes you up to 5 points so far.
Okay.
I've got West Brom.
Jay, you got West Brom.
No, I was thinking of putting them there.
Ooh, massive, Scott. 5 points. 5 times they've been relegated. Takes Scott from 2 to 7. Jay, next one.
I've got the ultimate yo-yo club, Norwich.
Nah.
So they've been relegated the most with 6 relegations. 6 points to Jamie. Jamie, good shout. That takes you up to 11. Scott, 4 behind. 4 points behind in this round.
Fulham.
Jay,
No.
well done. Scott, 3 times they've been relegated. So it takes you to 10. Jay,
QPR.
QPR is on my list.
Oh,
0 points for me. Obviously, none of you get the points from QPR.
yeah.
Scott,
So you kind of cancel each other out then, didn't you?
Sheffield Wednesday.
Jay,
No.
Sheffield Wednesday, 4 relegations.
Oh,
Takes Scott to 14 points. Jamie,
Wolves.
No,
Scott,
no.
Wolves have been relegated 2 times, Jamie. Takes you up to 13.
Huddersfield.
Jay,
What? No, I ain't got them. They're only the once, aren't they?
they've been relegated once. Takes Scott to 15.
See, these ones here, I've gone for some low ones here. I don't know. So I've gone for West Ham.
Scott,
No.
West Ham been relegated twice, Jamie. Taking the score to 15 all. Scott,
Blackpool was my last one.
Jay, have you got? Oh, you haven't, have you? Run out. Has been relegated once, Scott. So it gives you a single point. So total scores for the round: Scott 16, Jamie 15. So Scott, you go out to 61 points. Jamie, you are on 42. Scott increases the lead by 1.
We got one more, haven't we?
Oh yeah, it was 7. Go on. Sorry, excuse the quiz master.
No, I haven't put my 7
Yeah,
down.
yeah, but
What?
Jamie's went first, so it's an odd number. So we're fully finished on Jamie as well.
Oh, I got Villa.
Yeah, but I've had my 7.
How's this worked out then, Az?
You obviously Scott's either written 6 teams down or you've written 8 teams down.
No, I've got 7.
I've got 7.
But give Jamie the point. It must have been muddled up in the area. 16-0, 61-43.
Jamie, read out
Scott,
your team.
I've got Southampton, Reading, Norwich, QPR, West Ham, Wolves, Villa.
Because you both had QPR, I think it then went back to you. I think we got confused
Oh
then.
yeah, because it went QPR, which obviously you didn't name QPR, but you had, so you then
You
named
didn't name
another one.
QPR, Scott, because Jamie had it. So you named another team.
Yeah.
I don't know about this.
Points difference is the same. Scott 61, Jamie 43. 18
Did you add
points
that
in
one
it.
on for Villa?
Yes, I did.
5-11.
Well done.
Jamie must be on 53.
53, yeah, sorry. But yeah, I'm all over the place.
What did you say I was on as?
43. I gave you 10 points less.
Cheers, mate.
Sorry, mate. I thought Scott needed the extra head start for the ultimate quiz at the end of the season.
Jamie got an extra point and then lost 10 points.
Well done.
Good quiz, Az.
Good, that's good, as it. Let us know in the comments what you got for that as well as your score predictions. We are up and running on Spotify again, so I will upload on Spotify. It'll be out on YouTube. Go and follow on all the platforms, and we will be back with a vlog on Saturday, which will be out over the weekend at some point. So, from all of us, up the Villa, and 3 points for Saturday, hopefully.
Up the Villa, boys.